Hey, what's up everyone? This is Zarina, your Upland newbie. Actually, I should just say your Upland neighbor. I'm a little over a year now, so maybe it's time to stop saying newbie. At any rate, I am here to bring you my Blender bit and the Upland Floor February 9th in all Upland cities. So before we get to the floor, let's get some learning done. I'm going to show you quickly how I figured out how to make a doghouse model. So if you're looking to make a doghouse, perhaps where some lawn decor in Upland, there's already some out there. But if you want to make your own, here's a quick tip on how I learned to do this. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let me stretch this out so you can see it. I don't think I need to be the highlight here. So basically you're going to add a mesh, you're going to add a cube. What I do is press GZ1 on my keyboard to bring that up to that red line. Then I go into edit mode. You can go there by pressing tab or by clicking over where I did. Then I decided to go ahead and do a loop cut in the top of the roof. You can do this by pressing Control R. Control R will give you a line in either direction across your object. So you want to watch which way to make sure the line goes the right way. So take a look how when I make this line, it'll appear and I have to like press it. There you go. Just let go, press enter, and it'll stay right in the middle of your object. Then I grab that line and press GZ and grab it up and pull that up so that there's a roof. So that center edge, you can see there's the edge selected over there by edit mode. Basically, I delete the next ones by, dissolve the edges on the side of the doghouse to get rid of them so they don't show up. And there you have it, a little shape of a doghouse. What's next is we need to get a hole in there to cut out the hole for the dog to actually get in there. So what I do is I add another object. But first right here, I decide to go ahead and color by getting a material. So I press new and I'm going to just add in a color here on that base color. And to see the color actually show up, you have to change your render view. So over there at the top of the screen, you can see right now it looks like a white little moon is highlighted in the top right. But to switch to be able to see the color, you have to go over there to the middle one or the one over to get to see your actual image or color show up. So I switched over there. So now I'm going to go ahead and make that other object to cut the hole. We're going to get a circle mesh. So get a circle mesh. And then you're in object mode, go ahead and change that circle mesh down to 12 vertices to reduce your polygons. So once you've done that, you can press G and pull GY and pull that on the Y axis if that's where you are, so you can see where it's at. Then you want to rotate it. I ended up having to rotate it, I believe RX90 was what I ended up doing to fix that, because at first I tried the Y axis, that wasn't right. So I did RX90 so I could change it to 90 degrees. Then I pressed S to scale and I brought that down. Then I'm just trying to line it up with my house to kind of fit and see how big that circle is going to be. And to drag it around like that, I'm pressing G and Y to drag it on the Y axis, and then G and Z to bring it up on that Z axis. So G is your grab, and then you can pull that whatever axis you want. So I'm kind of giving it a good look to see, does that fit right? What we're going to end up doing is extruding the edges of that circle after we cut off the bottom half. So right now I'm like, okay, let's get it lined up, scale it enough, and then once I get it where I want it, go to the vertice select the half of the bottom circle and delete those edges. Then we're left with those half top vertices. We're going to select all of them, and then we're going to E to extrude. And we're going to E to extrude along the Y axis. So we're going to press E and Y and bring that out just about the length of the doghouse to see where it's going to be the hole. Then we're going to get those edges, so select the edges across from each other, shift to hold down and get that other one, and then press E and Z to extrude down. We're just going down to the bottom and make sure we don't go too far, and then F to fill those spaces. Then we're going to select the edges around this doghouse face. We can hold down Alt and select an edge to select that whole little edge loop around the face, and press F to fill. Now we have that little thing, and we're like, okay, we're going to go ahead and drag this back by pressing G and Y and pulling the whole thing back into the doghouse just to make sure it's going to fit, and we don't want to go too far behind the house. So you're going to make sure it's not going through your house, and see it is going through the house, so I have to go ahead and GY, pull that forward, and then SY to scale it down. So I'm S and Y to scale that down. Now I have just a little bit of a hole in my doghouse about the size that I want. Go back to object mode. You're going to select your original doghouse and go to the little modifiers, little wrench. Get the Boolean modifier, select that eyedropper, click on your little object in the house that you want the hole, cut your hole into the object that you're using to cut the hole, apply that modifier, go back to edit mode, select that little part you don't want anymore and delete it. Now we have a nice little hole in our doghouse, and that is a doghouse for you. I hope it helps. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the floor. It is not a bad day in Upland, not a super exciting day, nothing too like, oh wow, gotta go grab this. But San Francisco's coming back up. I'll admit I did go by one of DJ Short's property yesterday. I couldn't resist. It was actually, located amongst a lot of decent streets, and the street name itself also sounded kind of interesting, so I went for it. Other places that you might want to check out are places like, well, Kansas City. We have the Super Bowl coming up, and I bet you there's some nodes around some areas right now. There's a stadium there. I just can't imagine that there wouldn't be something going on with Kansas City right now because we got the Super Bowl coming up. So the floor is dropping, but I would go check out the neighborhoods and just see what's up. You never know. All right, people, happy hunting. I'll see you guys in Upland. Leave a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe and like.